ChatGPT. Relate ACIM to the episode Black Mirror, Nosedive. Nosedive through the lens of A Course in Miracles, ACIM. Black Mirror episode. Nosedive may be one of the clearest illustrations of the ego's thought system ever put on screen. Through the lens of ACIM, it becomes a brilliant study of specialness, approval-seeking, self-image, judgment, and the exhausting attempt to derive identity from the opinions of others. At its heart, the episode asks, who am I if nobody approves of me? This question lies directly at the center of the ego's existence. The currency of approval. In Nosedive, every social interaction receives a rating. People evaluate one another constantly. A smile is rated. A conversation is rated. A photo is rated. A compliment is rated. Social status determines access to housing, transportation, careers, and relationships. While exaggerated, this world closely resembles the ego's internal system. The ego is constantly rating. How am I doing? Do people like me? Am I successful enough? Am I important enough? Teaches that this entire system is based upon the belief in separation. The self-concept. Lacey's life revolves around maintaining a carefully constructed image. She smiles when she doesn't feel like smiling. She performs when she doesn't feel authentic. She manages appearances continuously. This reflects the ego's self-concept. The self-concept is not the self. It is a manufactured image designed to gain approval and avoid rejection. AM teaches that suffering arises when we mistake the self-image for our true identity. The more Lacey protects the image, the more disconnected she becomes from herself. Specialness. The rating system is a perfect symbol for specialness. Higher-rated people receive privileges, access, status, influence. The ego loves specialness because specialness appears to provide value. The ego says, I am worthy because I rank higher. I matter because I am admired. Teaches that specialness is the ego's substitute for God's love. The pursuit of specialness inevitably produces anxiety because it depends upon comparison. Lacey's entire life becomes organized around maintaining her score. Judgment. Everyone in Nosedive is judging and being judged. The system depends upon mutual evaluation. This reflects the ego's world perfectly. ACM teaches that judgment obscures vision. When we are busy evaluating, comparing, and categorizing, we cannot truly see. The episode demonstrates how judgment isolates people even while appearing to connect them. The interactions become artificial because everyone is performing for ratings. The fear of rejection. Lacey's deepest fear is not losing points. Her deepest fear is rejection. The ego constantly seeks validation because it secretly doubts its own worth. The more external approval becomes necessary, the more fragile identity becomes. AM teaches that true worth comes from God and cannot be increased or diminished by the opinions of others. The episode exposes the instability of building identity upon external validation. The collapse. As Lacey's rating plummets, her carefully maintained persona begins to unravel. Initially, this appears disastrous. Yet from an ACIM perspective, it is actually the beginning of liberation. The self-image is collapsing. The performance is failing. The mask is cracking. The ego interprets this as catastrophe. The Holy Spirit often interprets it as opportunity. Many spiritual awakenings begin when a self-concept can no longer be maintained. Authenticity. One of the most liberating aspects of the episode occurs when Lacey finally stops performing. The smiles disappear. The rehearsed responses disappear. The image management disappears. For the first time, something authentic begins emerging. ACIM teaches that healing begins when the need to protect the ego softens. Truth does not require performance. Love does not require ratings. Worth does not require validation. The prison and freedom. The final scene is one of the most spiritually ironic moments in modern television. Lacey appears to have lost everything: her status, her reputation, her score, her social standing, yet she may be freer than she has ever been. The prison cell becomes symbolic. Her body is confined. Her performance is gone. The ego system has collapsed, and for the first time, she speaks honestly. Repeatedly teaches that freedom is an inner condition, not an external one. The central reflection. The ego watches Nosedive and asks, how can I improve my rating? The Holy Spirit watches Nosedive and asks, who would I be without the need for approval? Viewed through ACM, the episode becomes a brilliant satire of the ego's obsession with image, specialness, and validation. Lacey's journey is not really a fall. It is an awakening. The collapse of her social score symbolizes the collapse of the false self she spent her life defending. The deepest message may be, your worth cannot be measured, rated, ranked, increased, or diminished. The ego seeks value through approval. The Holy Spirit reminds you that your value was established by God and requires no validation from the world. Go to mwge.org to find full movie and commentary by David Hoffmeister.